All right, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We're back live with another Ask Me Anything, where you guys can just ask me anything about content, live streaming, and similar topics. But first, we're just going to dive in straight away. You guys know I like to start the streams just with some instant value or with a topic straight away. So TikTok has deleted compatibility mode from TikTok Live Studio. So let's talk a bit about that to start with. So what is compatibility mode? It basically let your viewers choose between watching in a vertical canvas and a landscape canvas. Now, the problem was their AI, the moderation tool, was not scanning the vertical canvas, so it was being abused. But anyway, I'm going to share my screen and I'll go through just using my tweets, basically, X post, whatever you call these things these days, a little timeline of events. Let's zoom in because why not? So a little timeline of events. So late last week, TikTok removed the compatibility mode with an update. And as I said on my tweet, I'm lost for words, but at the same time, not surprised, because if you look at the latest video on my channel, that's just me ranting about how poorly organized TikTok is. Busy, I literally just explained what compatibility mode is. So you're on YouTube, so you just go ahead and rewind about a minute. Anyway, so TikTok removed the compatibility mode late last week, okay? And then it transpired, there was this screen, and I didn't manage to see it, but on the update notes, it said they'd optimized the scene loading speed and compatibility screen. So they'd optimized compatibility mode, as I put, by removing it, which I found hilarious, right? Like, why are they writing this? Why aren't they saying they're just going to delete it? I think I'm kind of hiding my X post. Yeah. You guys like it being called X? I don't know. Anyway. So they optimized the scene loading speed of compatibility mode by removing it. And then over the weekend, I actually need to zoom this one out a little bit. Over the weekend, Gloria in the unofficial Live Studio Discord was offering to add compatibility mode back to people if they typed the name in the unofficial Live Studio Discord, it's linked in my Discord. I don't know if I put it in the description or not. But anyway, so there was this thread, and I think I can show. I'll show it to you guys in a second, right? There was this thread anyway, where people were typing their usernames, but somebody's also spamming it, trying to sell a plugin which kind of illegally enabled compatibility mode. So it's not a good look, and it went unmoderated for hours, by the way. I think it took them over a day to delete these messages. So as usual, a mess, right? So in TikTok's own, it says it's an unofficial Discord, right? But it does contain staff who run Live Studio because they have too much information to not be the Live Studio staff, right? They know too much. It's definitely the Live Studio staff, the TikTok staff. So they were in this Discord offering, say, type your name and we'll unlock compatibility mode for you. But someone was spamming the thread and it didn't get moderated for about a day. Again, that's not... As I said in my rant video, there's probably like 0.01% of TikTok streamers in that Discord. So that's not a good way of doing it. And finally, they did update the Discord a few days ago to say that the compatibility mode feature is undergoing updates. The entrance, I think she's like Chinese or something. The entrance is temporarily closed. And once the adjustments are completed and upgraded, we'll notify everyone immediately. Then Bengu with a much longer one, which is more informational. He said it would take a few months, and TikTok needs to refine its governance strategy to get compatibility mode back. So yes, effectively what was happening is people were streaming all sorts of crazy stuff, like live sports games, movies, of course, automated videos, all sorts of stuff. People were streaming on the vertical canvas. So compatibility mode gave you a vertical and a landscape canvas, and the AI was only scanning the landscape canvas. So again, it's just a cock up from TikTok, isn't it? So TikTok should have thought about that, right? But clearly they're understaffed, poorly organized, and unfortunately just not smart enough. They've been outsmarted by the live streamers on this front, right? Obviously, if you're going to release two canvases, a vertical and a landscape canvas, and let people stream with both at the same time, you have to moderate it. And TikTok wasn't doing that. It's kind of crazy if you release a tool that you're not moderating, right? So finally, they've kind of rolled back compatibility mode, and presumably what this explanation is they're going to take a few months, right? Like TikTok's timescales. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Falcon application. TikTok's timescales are crazy, right? So this is actually linked in my YouTube description. Let me show you guys it, right? So why does it say Live Studio not approved by it? Anyway, if you don't have access to one of the two, right, you get an application form and it says we'll reply within 1 business day. Of course, 1 business day for TikTok is usually like 3 months, right? So if they're saying in this one a few months, so if 1 business day is a few months is like a year. So maybe in 2025 we'll get compatibility mode back. Anyway, while I was explaining that, I haven't been reading the messages, so let's read some messages. So yeah, again, I explained compatibility mode. It's basically, it gave your viewers I think it was a very innovative feature. It wasn't on any other platform. It gave your viewers both a landscape and a vertical canvas. So you set up both canvases, and your viewers could choose the one they want they want to watch, right? Some people prefer vertical, some people prefer landscape. It was great. It just gave your viewers more choice. I think it was one of the most innovative features. Hello, Miss Bevan on Kick. Usually when your people are on Kick, they're going to try and sell me some graphics. So you're here to sell me some graphics? I'm not interested in buying any graphics. That's usually what the people on Kick offer. But hey, if you're not going to sell me graphics, that's great. Hello, Master. Hello, Panda. How's it going? Any updates on Dutch agency? No, I haven't heard anything from Liam, who runs Atomic and Astro. I think presumably what's going to happen is he's going to merge the Dutch agency into Astro, which already covers France and Belgium. And I believe he's already got a Dutch-speaking guy to help with the Dutch-speaking part of Belgium. The whole agency world is so slow with TikTok. They rejected my application to form a UK agency, and I applied. Again, I put this on the rant video on the channel. I applied to form an agency in August 2023, and they rejected it a few days ago, to like 220 days later. That's how slow they are. Hello, Paul. How's it going, Paul? Where else do I stream? Everywhere. Name the social media platform, and I'm live streaming on it, other than Instagram and LinkedIn. Every other social media platform. Hello, HYS1255. How's it going? And again, Misbehaving. Thank you for the help, me, Paul. Yes, for Furkan. I don't know how to say your name. I agree. This is part of the reason they removed, because, you know, let's be honest, right? The actual reason they removed it was because they didn't release it properly, right? It needed to have moderation tools on release, right? They released an incomplete feature, so they released a tool that wasn't ready. That's really why they've removed it. But it's kind of a big oversight, and like, of course, it needs moderation, right? Your AI needs to scan both landscape and vertical. I laugh, but again, I'm not surprised. If you guys want to see about 10 examples of why TikTok's a poorly organized company, go watch the latest video on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel. But yeah, I stream on it. I'm multi-streaming using Streamlabs Talk Studio, so TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Kick, X, Trovo, Live Space. I think those are most of them. But Horus, hello, how's it going? Thank you for the opportunity on the agency. Yeah. So again, to be clear with the agencies, I just recruit for them, right? But of course, I always recommend people join agencies. This is the link to my verified list of agencies. So I add people to agencies for Gravitas Q and a few others. So I don't own or run any agencies, just to be clear. But I always recommend you guys, Coombs, visit this link, screenshot this link if you want a stream key. Visit this link. This is why this link is permanently on screen, because it's the most commonly asked question. The only way to get a stream key is from a verified, free-to-join agency that's up here. So just go ahead and visit that link. By the way, unfortunately, I think Norton's web extension is still blocking this. So just turn off your Norton web extension. That my website is safe. You can run it through Google's WebSafe scanner as well. But yeah, for some reason, Norton's blocking the website for some reason. Yeah, did you guys use compatibility mode? What do you guys think? And by the way, I explained all this stuff that I've literally just explained on my free newsletter. So it's linked in the description. I sent this out yesterday. So I usually send things first to the newsletter subscribers. So if you guys want to stay ahead of the game, if you guys want the latest news on live streaming and content, then my newsletter is free. It's in the description. That is my newsletter. It's called the Live Success Newsletter. Yeah, Gravitas Q can get you a stream key, Atomic, FTTV, Talenture. There's a lot of agencies on this list that can help get you a stream key. they're all decent agencies. There's all verified list of agencies. I've spoken directly with most of them, either via Discord, or some of them I've even hopped on video calls with them and spoken directly with them. With FTTV, I even do a monthly session. For the rest of the year, I'm doing a monthly session with FTTV's creators where you guys can sit down and ask questions. But yeah, you guys just look through the descriptions, and if you're in the US, you've got a choice of like 4 or 5. But most of the other countries, they've only put 1 or 2 agencies because the US market's just way bigger than all the other markets. Why is my stream so blurry and pixeled? PC with good specs and fast internet 120 upload. Use OBS and get a stream key. That's my basic answer, right? Like Live Studio is so bad. But also scroll through the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel. Look at the fixed Live Studio option. Use a hardware encoder. Use the H.265 hardware encoder. Try 720p. Try 1080p in the settings. Just keep changing different settings. That's all I can really suggest. Yeah, there is a video called Fix Live Studio, or just type it in the search bar. Type Fix Live Studio Harry in the search bar as an example, right? That'll find you what you want. Let's stay hydrated, folks. You're actually right, Dill. I'm not on Rumble because it's just awkward to stream on Rumble. And it's really just catered for right-wingers. Like, even though you would say the streamers on Kick are kind of, most of them are like right wing, I still feel comfortable enough streaming on Kick. But like, it seems to just be a political platform, mainly Rumble, right? I'm not here for politics, so I've got no. I mean, again, you can counter argue. I don't pretend to know everything, but that's my perception of Rumble. There seems to be no point streaming on it. Anybody try streaming on Rumble? Again, I always say that I don't pretend to know everything. I'm happy to be proven wrong on something. Man, I need pointer on stop being shy to stream on camera. Honestly, when I was younger, like when I used to play RuneScape with my clan, I was scared to even speak. I'll be honest, right? Like, sometimes things just take time. You can stream unlisted on YouTube as an example, so you could practice, right? Set up yourself an unlisted YouTube stream and just pretend you're talking to like 100 people, Like, honestly, you could do it just to try it, right? So, like, say thanks for the $5 super chat, thanks for subscribing, or just simulate it, right? That might be a good way to practice. Or, get a family member or a friend, send them the unlisted YouTube stream. Yeah, I think practice, that's the basic thing, right? I used to be like that when I was younger. Again, I wouldn't even speak on Discord and TeamSpeak to my RuneScape clan, for a bit. It takes time to build confidence sometimes. I have 10K followers on TikTok. I'm from Azerbaijan. Yeah, unfortunately, you're going to need to try and find an Azerbaijani agency. I don't have an Azerbaijani agency. I don't know if they exist. So if you can't find an Azerbaijani agency, then unfortunately, there's no way to get a stream key unless you have direct contact with TikTok. Good luck getting direct contact with TikTok, but you never know. You never know. Maybe it's possible for you to get direct contact with TikTok. Why don't you stream on Instagram or Rumble? So with Instagram, they only do vertical live streaming. And right now I'm just keeping it simple using Streamlabs Talk Studio's multi-stream feature, but it doesn't have dual output like the Streamlabs desktop does. So I only stream in landscape. Every other platform supports landscape, including TikTok. I'm live on TikTok in landscape. So if and when Instagram supports, you can't get stream keys on Instagram, by the way. Go on Harry's streaming shortcuts. If and when Instagram supports landscape streaming, I'll go live on Instagram as well. That's your simple answer. Yeah, they don't support landscape streaming. Again, I'm interested if anybody has tried streaming on Rumble. What do you guys think? Dill, since you know about it, Dill Vibes, have you tried streaming on Rumble? I'm champs in Fortnite just to flex. How many is that the highest rank, dude? I honestly, I don't think I've played Fortnite for about 2 seasons now. Anyway, hello Spec, how's it going? Spec, I think Spec is my longest paid subscriber on any platform. So I appreciate the support, continued support, Spec. I think your subscription's definitely been running longer than anybody. I've got a guy on the Rich YouTubers channel, even though I don't post videos on it, and it's only like $1 a month. I think he's been subscribed for like 2 years now or something silly, maybe longer. But I think you're longer than that, Specs. Anyway, yeah, we are multi-streaming. As I said earlier, we're using Streamlabs Talk Studio. I'm also on 4 different YouTube channels as well, because I have 4 different YouTube channels for various different things. There you go, Spec. Thank you. The Respect's been paying a paid YouTube member for 3 years and 2 months. I appreciate the support. Do TikTok agencies pay you? No, it's your job to earn the money, right? So live streaming is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You as the content creator, you have to create the good content. You have to build a strong community. You have to experiment. You have to model what works. Those are the 4 things I usually say. So if you guys want an explanation, again, I'll just show it because I may as well, right? So I've got my list of agencies on my website. So here it is. This table kind of explains it. Can we zoom it a bit? So if a viewer buys coins from the App Store, Google and Apple get 30%, you get 35%. This is both before and after joining agency. And the 35%, the remaining 35% is split in a private agreement between the agency and TikTok. That's how the agency makes money. You make money by creating good content. And again, the page I just showed you is this link here. It's also linked in the descriptions, in my bio, everywhere, all over the place. What's better, OBS or Live Studio? That's a very good question as well. And I actually talked about this on my newsletter a few weeks ago. So again, newsletter is this one. This is the newsletter. It's linked in my bio. It's in all the descriptions. But the answer is create good content. I mean, you know, I'm kind of on repeat with this. The ultimate answer is create good content, right? But if you ask me to pick, I'm saying OBS, right? Because it's more resource efficient, and it's open source, which means you can have plugins for it. So it's simply put, like, you can just do more with it. Your imagination's the limit, right? So if I show this now, so as I've said, for Live Studio, it's easier to set up. It's more beginner friendly. It's easier to access, so you don't have to join a free-to-join agency to get one, although, relatively simple. And it contains features exclusive to Live Studio, such as compatibility mode, which has just been removed. But there is other exclusive features as well. Like it's easier to set up, like gift voting and stuff like that. What else has it got that's exclusive? It's got the goals and the ranking and various other stuff. I'm just looking at it, like quick poll, treasure box, goodie bag. You can't do any of that from OBS, right? But again, if you create good content, then all that stuff doesn't matter, right? The algorithm will detect people watching for longer. Again, I think ultimately a live stream algorithm is just looking for the view length, right? So if people are watching longer, then they'll push your stream to more people. And of course, Live Studio is very buggy, even more buggy in the last month. It's resource intensive, and it's not customizable. Like I said, you can't install a plugin. On the other hand, OBS has more features than Live Studio, especially if you're an audio nerd who wants a lot of different audio settings. There's hardly anything inside Live Studio for audio. It is very efficient on your PC. It's the most efficient software for both recording and live streaming. And as I said, there's hundreds of plugins. The single best plugin that everybody with OBS should have is Atom Vertical, completely free. Just type it into Google. Or you can type Atom Vertical Harry into the YouTube search bar. Hopefully that pops up one of my videos about it. It is a complicated process. It's not that complicated, but it's more complicated than using Live Studio. You need to join a free-to-join agency to use OBS and get a stream key. It can feel overwhelming, so as I've written here, steeper learning curve. Again, watch one of my videos or one of the billions of support videos here on YouTube. There's so many good channels that'll teach you how to use OBS, but it can feel like a steep learning curve. But honestly, if you just follow a YouTube video like how to set up a Twitch stream, how to set up a TikTok live stream, OBS, how to set up this OBS, type that into YouTube, you'll get going quick enough. And as I said, it's lacking TikTok specific features. So there is a trade-off. There is a trade-off there. But yeah, as I said further down, content is king, right? So you can pop off with both Live Studio and OBS. I've seen people say, OBS gets me more views. I've seen people say, Live Studio gets me more views. And that's because the algorithm is so variable, and ultimately just create good content. So I don't know why I'm showing the wrong message there, but whatever. Is Cap a good TikTok agency? I've not heard of them. So this list is my verified list of agencies. Let's hydrate. I've added agencies from most major countries here, right? So I think every European country when I'm saying I think the biggest European countries, so Spain, Italy, Germany, France, and the UK. I've got agencies for those. I've obviously got the US, we've got Latin America, I've got the Philippines, Turkey. Do I have anything else? I think those are all the ones I've got. I've got most major TikTok live countries. So I don't know anything about CAP. In general, there's a video on my TikTok live with Harry channel about agencies if you want to learn more. And again, that video is also on this page, so you can really just, if you fully watch and read everything on this page, you'll have a good idea about agencies. Okay, again, this page is my list of agencies. This just redirects to /list of agencies. Obviously, it's easier to put this link than list of agencies, just longer. CMO 01, I've watched your videos, very helpful. Thank you. Yeah, Middle East. So there is definitely TikTok live agencies for the Middle East. I've not really found one that I can recommend yet. I previously had one which didn't seem to be responding to people, so I removed them. But follow these steps, guys. Go on the TikTok Live Middle East page, and they'll hopefully be following agencies. Or I don't know if there's country like TikTok Live UAE or whatever your Middle East country is. I don't know what TikTok Live does in terms of accounts for that. Or just Google search it with quotes. TikTok Live, your country name, and the word agency. Of course, you might have to translate it into your language. Again, that's on this page. It's all on this page. What happened to Fortnite content? I make much more money teaching people about live streaming, to put it simply. So that's what happened to Fortnite. That was many years ago now, the Fortnite content. Let's see. What do you think about YouTube vertical live streaming? Any tips for gaming live streamers? Yeah, I think YouTube Shorts live streaming, you guys should definitely be giving it a go. I say that I'm not live on YouTube Shorts right now because obviously my content's very niche. I'm just here to talk. I'm kind of meta, right? I'm talking about live streaming. I'm not seeking an audience of millions here, right? But like theoretically, if you're a gaming live streamer, you could seek an audience of millions. And the YouTube Shorts streaming algorithm, yes, you can stream on YouTube Shorts. The YouTube Shorts streaming algorithm is basically designed the same way as the TikTok one, right? So the algorithm can just randomly give you a boost, right? If it's set up to try and detect the people creating good content, right? So even if you only have a few subscribers, you could be boosted out to tens or hundreds of concurrent viewers by the algorithm because its goal is to, help you grow, right? So yes, guys, give YouTube Shorts live streaming a go. You can multi-stream vertically. Again, the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel has some guides on that. Let me show you guys the channel, and I'll show you guys another channel as well. So the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel, there's actually a multi-stream. This is the general multi-stream guide, 5 methods to multi-stream. But there's also this setup vertical multi-stream one. If you guys just want to vertically multi-stream, I think it's got 3 different methods to stream on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check that out. We also have the Harry Streaming Shortcuts YouTube channel. And if you just sort the videos by popular, 2 different ways to stream on YouTube Shorts on this channel as well. We just passed 400 subscribers, by the way. So thank you everybody who's watching on this channel. Again, I'm streaming on multiple YouTube channels. I'm multi-streaming on all the different platforms that I have. So I've stuck a little poll on here, which keeps disappearing. This is weird. There was a poll on this. I don't know if it's completely disappeared. Can I see it from here? Let's see. I don't mind leaking YouTube Studio, by the way. Right, well, the poll is there, right? But the poll was not showing on the community tab. That's weird. I don't know if that's a bug or something wrong with my PC. But anyway, yeah, if you look at this channel, it's got like 500 watch hours. So this channel should get monetized like the end of the year. Or if it grows faster, then faster, right? So it's on, we go down to this one, it's on 1,200 public watch hours, and it is 4,000 to enable the watch page ads to monetize this channel. So hopefully this channel, so basically what I do is hopefully this channel is monetized by the end of the year. Basically, this channel is tutorials for live streaming that isn't TikTok Live. And then of course, we have the main channel, which is this one. We just passed 15K on this one, so thank you guys. This one is obviously just TikTok Live. So if you guys want to learn about TikTok Live, this channel, Harry Streaming Shortcuts, on the other channel. I was talking about it because I was answering this question. If you guys want to learn about YouTube Shorts live streaming, check out Harry Streaming Shortcuts. That is what that channel is there for, to help you stream on other platforms. Hello, Jedi Jason. How's it going, mate? You are on the Kick. I am live on Kick and every other streaming platform out there. I've watched most of your videos. See, Cap was in my TikTok notification. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. What country are you in, Roz? That's a good question from Roz. How can agencies increase growth? So again, it's really outlined on this page, and I'll share my screen again, what agents could do. So basically, it is up to you. At the end of the day, it's still up to you as the live streamer to create good content, to experiment, to build yourself a strong community, right? But they can provide you with training, right? Which is typically access to some training videos. Unfortunately, a lot of them will be about live battles and not relevant to computer streaming. Group coaching, some of them will even offer you one-on-one training sessions. TikTok requires the agencies to offer some type of training. So usually it'll be videos. But speaking of group coaching, again, what I do with FTTV is every month we do a 1 hour session where people can just ask any questions. They can just ask me whatever they want about live streaming. And of course, there's agency people in there as well who can answer the questions about anything that I don't know. So yeah, in terms of the question about like, what was the question? How do agencies increase growth? It's not guaranteed. Again, you still have to create the good content. But as I always say, again, false ban protection is a key one. An agency is basically a free insurance policy. Even if you don't watch the trading, or even if you don't get a stream key, if you join an agency and you get wrongly banned, again, emphasis on the word wrongly, they can help you get unbanned. So that is a very good reason to join an agency. We need to hydrate again. Give me a second. Let's drink. So this is interesting. We've been asked this question twice now. Why is TikTok Live Studio quality so bad? Well, my ultimate answer is visit this link and try and get yourself a stream key and use OBS. In the meantime, if you go onto my TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel and you watch this video, Live Studio 2024 Fixes, right? Go through this video and you might find a fix. So yeah, how to fix problems with TikTok Live Studio in 2024. Go watch that video. Basically, you know, H.265, try 720p. Yeah, TikTok Live Studio eats CPU. Yeah, all the more reason to use OBS. All the more reason to get a stream key from a free agency and use OBS. Hello, DJ Style. What's going on with you in the agency? Have you managed to get in the agency yet? seemed like a mess. I do have a second Australian agency now, Talenture. So if you haven't, then visit this list and maybe try Talenture. I don't know. If I turn my phone horizontal with my TikTok stream, will my TikTok stream, is that width, or will my TikTok stream be in landscape, or does it stay in vertical? So you as the live streamer, you set the orientation in the settings before you start the stream. Compatibility mode, as we discussed at the start, is gone, right? So you as the live streamer, you set your stream to either vertical or landscape, and that's what the viewers see it in. That said, the landscape live stream gets shown in vertical mode by default. So it means you've got a little patch of landscape and then space beneath, which is filled with the chat. And honestly, that's some viewers prefer that. And if they want to watch in landscape, they just tap a button and it rotates their phone and it goes into landscape. So I'm live. You know, good question. For the people who are on TikTok right now, have you guys orientated into landscape, or are you watching in vertical? Let's see if we can get a few different answers. So for the people who are on TikTok, are you guys watching in vertical or landscape right now? I know the stream is landscape, but have you got the black bar beneath, or have you flipped it to landscape? So say Lloyd is watching my landscape stream in vertical mode, as an example, and so is Timely. So it looks like two of them have not flipped it and have kept it in the vertical mode. How do I get in an agency? Visit this link. This is a list of agencies. and apply for one in your country. Of course, unfortunately, some people just aren't eligible because sometimes, you've got a restriction on your account. You've earned too many diamonds. Yes. They're only looking for like non-established creators. So yeah, sometimes people aren't eligible to join agencies, and in which case you basically can't get a stream key unless you're directly managed by TikTok. If you guys go look at the latest video, the what I call this the rant video, this $1 billion company thumbnail, right? I show an example in that video of a guy who said TikTok is a joke because he was directly managed by TikTok and he wasn't enjoying it. Jar Ray with the follow. We are live on all the different social media platforms, guys. You guys are welcome to ask me any questions. I'll try and answer as many questions as I can, but I appreciate the activity, guys. You guys are quite active today. So if I miss any messages, I'm sorry. Feel free to wait a few minutes and ask again. Don't obviously spam it over and over, but yeah, I don't mind you guys asking over and over and over. So yes, the only way to get a stream key, unless you have direct access with TikTok, is via an agency. Again, I do remember Sancho West, like it was about 2 years ago now. He tweeted that he got a stream key by talking to a TikTok person at TwitchCon, right? So if you happen to be going to a convention, TwitchCon, but mainly just TwitchCon, and maybe DreamHack or something like that, I don't know. Does that still exist? I don't know. If you go to TwitchCon, look for a Twitch staff member. Obviously, that's an insane way to get a stream key, right? But that did work for Sancho West. Right, let's see. If I missed any messages here. So yeah, the only way to stream on OBS to TikTok. The only way to stream on OBS to TikTok. Sorry. Wait, what's the question here? Is the only way to stream on OBS through TikTok and Twitch with a stream key? You need a stream key if you want to stream to TikTok with OBS. However, you can use the virtual camera, right? So you can stream on Twitch and then enable the virtual camera and add the virtual camera on TikTok Live Studio. So even if you don't have a stream key, you can still use OBS plus Live Studio. And again, that is explained. If you want to know more about that, that is one of the explained methods. You see, again, this video here, which has 5 simulcast methods in the thumbnail. So scroll down TikTok Live with Harry. Again, this is the channel name if you don't know it. Scroll down this channel. It's in the bios. It's everywhere, right? And watch this 5 simulcast methods video. And that will show you how to use the OBS virtual camera. So you can stream on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, whatever. And you can also use ATEM Vertical as well. You can use the ATEM Vertical virtual camera. That's a mouthful. And send that to Live Studio. But ultimately, if you guys can, try and get yourself a stream key. That'd be what I'd say. Hello, Nick Moses 05. How's it going, mate? Let's see what else. I want you to teach me a Mario game to be able to work with Tickfinity. Well, I can't teach you that because I don't know anything about that. I'm not a coder myself. Well, I'll say that I don't have the knowledge to code TikTok Live games, put it that way. I do know how to code a little bit. I can code websites and basic code in certain languages like JavaScript and stuff. And it's a bit easier now with ChatGPT, etc. But yeah, I don't code TikTok Live games, put it that way. Right? I can read and understand some code. Clash with Navin, love and support from India. Isn't TikTok banned in India? But anyway, thanks for the support anyway. Or is that on the other channel actually? Oh yeah, that's on the Harry's Streaming Shortcuts channel. So yeah, I'm multi-streaming on different platforms, right? So and on different YouTube channels. So sometimes the messages come from different places. But yeah, hello to India. You must be streaming on YouTube then. Is this IE? Is that Ireland? You'll check out the multi-streaming video. Yep, enjoy. There is more multi-streaming videos on the Harry Streaming Shortcuts channel as well, by the way, if you don't want to go on the TikTok Live with Harry's channel. But I mean, I've probably made about 10 different multi-streaming videos by now. I definitely prefer a clean chat background. Are you talking about my background? So I got this what you're looking at for free because I did like a sponsorship with Fiverr on one of my videos. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for Fiverr. They basically gave me some Fiverr credits, right? And said, go out and buy something and then show it, right? So I got this, right? This stream's not sponsored, but yeah, that's how I got this whole setup here. So these float. I'm obviously using a green screen, and these floating triangles, as I call them, right? I'm in triangle space. This was like a £4 green screen, but I bought it from VBI, which has been purchased by Elgato. So it might be in the Elgato marketplace. This If you guys want some floating triangles, I don't know if it is, but if this is still for sale, these floating triangles, they're in the Elgato marketplace. Elgato, I never know how to say that. TikTok. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, I think I missed the context. You can help me. I have problems, please. Unfortunately, is that 100 bits from DJ? Thank you very much, DJ. Very generous. Unfortunately, I can't read your mind, so I can't help you because I don't know what your problem is. That's one of the, honestly, I'm going to be blunt, that's one of the silliest things people say. And they say it, usually I get that a few times a week. They usually join my Discord and say, can you help me? And obviously, no, I can't help you because I'm not a mind reader, right? You're just wasting both your time and my time by asking that question. If you guys ever have an issue, it's always better just to state your problem. The worst that's going to happen is that you're going to get ignored or, or banned. Why would I ban you for asking a question, right? But that is the worst that's going to happen. The worst that's going to happen if you state your problem is you're going to get banned from the Discord or the live stream. But obviously, I'm not going to ban somebody for stating a problem. You prefer a clean chat background on TikTok? Fair enough. Yeah, TikTok never makes sense. I don't know the answer, right, to why does TikTok not give out stream keys, but we can guess, right? And it's because they want you to use Live Studio. They want to keep you in this closed ecosystem. So TikTok is now the only major live streaming platform that doesn't like multi-streaming. So if you say the word Twitch, I'll probably get restricted now, but I don't have many viewers on TikTok anyway. If you say the word Twitch, your stream gets restricted, right? And they don't even tell you, right? Often, right? That's what people say, right? So if you guys are, and I encourage you guys to multi-stream, just say purple platform or, red platform, green platform, Just don't directly say the word Twitch on your stream. They want you to stream on TikTok and they want you to use Live Studio. That's my best guess about stream keys. The crazy thing is though, like the TikTok help is so useless, right? Let's see if I can pull this up just as an example, right? Where is it? Here we go. TikTok Live. Maybe they've updated it. Let's see if they have updated it, but they probably haven't, right? So this is the main TikTok support page. So what is TikTok Live? Does it make any reference to computer streaming on this page? No, it doesn't. It imagines there's only one way to go live, which is silly, right? And is there anything on the left here that it doesn't even reference Live Studio, let alone stream keys, right? So this is their main support section, and it's just yet another example. I didn't even put this one in the video. It's just yet another, when I say video, I'll talk about this latest one, which says $1 billion company. But it's just yet another example of TikTok, their staff being inept, the company being understaffed and poorly organized, right? This, like, TikTok computer streaming has existed for 4 years. And again, maybe I'm blind, right? But I don't think it's not referenced at all. This is their main help article about TikTok Live. It's not referenced at all on this page, right? Again, TikTok Live computer streaming, either Live Studio or a stream key. So the word stream key doesn't even appear in the help articles on TikTok's website. So yeah, again, not surprised given how long I've been streaming on TikTok. Just the way things go. The company is a mess. And as I said in the recent video, that's why I multi-stream, right? Because I want to have my audience on different platforms just in case the whole TikTok thing goes kaput, right? And as we discussed in the previous live stream and on my newsletter as well, they're trying to ban TikTok in the US right now. I'm not sure it'll work. I think it'll end up with legal hurdles in China causing problems. Who knows? The ideal solution is that TikTok gets sold to a US company. We'll see what happens. Yeah, as DJ Star says, all the other apps give out stream keys. Correct. Even Instagram Live does it now. Right? That was the last major one really holding out, right? Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, the smaller ones, Facebook. Again, I'm literally live on X right now, Twitter. Again, I'm still not sure if you need X Premium. I pay for X Premium. I don't know if you need that. Again, it's our Twitter Blue. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy calling it X Premium. It doesn't sound right, does it? But yeah, I don't know if you need to pay for that, but yeah, I'm live on all the major live streaming platforms, and the only one that doesn't give you a stream key by default, obviously, because you can still get a TikTok stream key, is TikTok, as DJ says, and like DJ's been jumping through hoops because of the lack of staff that TikTok have, because his TikTok kept his invite, no, his review, his agency review kept expiring. Like, just none of the TikTok staff reviewed his application to join an agency, so it just expired. When I do a 30-minute countdown for my DJ stream, I get a notification from TikTok that's not original content, and I don't get to the For You page. How can this be? Well, just don't do the countdown. Just dive straight in. Why would you do the countdown anyway? Yeah, I think you're just going to have to start it straight away. Why can this be? Because like TikTok's looking for static content, right? And if they don't see enough movement, enough things changing, then they don't like unoriginal content. And I'll just show you, again, we'll just show it directly. There's nothing to hide here, and I can share the screen. So if we go, you can do this on your phone and on the computer. If we go into the Live Center rules and guidance, which one? Is it the reproduce content one? It's probably the reproduce content one, right? And it kind of explains what they don't want. They don't like looping pre-recorded videos or reproduced live videos. And they want you to create original and real-time content. So I guess what the AI thinks is that because you're doing a 30-minute countdown, there's not much changing, that your content is not original in real time. So again, I think my advice would just be start the DJing straight away. Just obviously get everything set up everything, and once you're ready to go, just dive in, right? Just dive in instantly, or maybe try a 15-second or something very, very low. Okay, countdowns themselves are actually interesting, and like if you think in terms of like retention, like or like what viewers are interested in seeing, viewers would rather see you than a countdown. So I've actually for quite a long time I've avoided countdowns completely. If you guys didn't notice at the start of the stream, I just dived straight in, right? And part of the reason I do that is because a lot of you guys will be watching on a YouTube VOD, right? A lot of you guys aren't even watching me, even though, currently you guys are, but some of you guys watching will not be watching this live. You'll be watching back on the VOD. And you don't want to sit there and watch a 30-minute countdown when you're watching on YouTube. Of course, TikTok Live is different, right? But I'm multi-streaming on different platforms. So part of the reason I don't use a countdown, I could use a countdown. Again, I've literally got this screen, right? I think I can show it, right? I could do this, right? But I don't, right? I could put that 5-minute countdown on. It's literally set up. I think I set it up for one of my Harry streaming shortcuts videos. I literally could, but I choose not to. I choose just to dive straight in and provide value straight away, right? Especially for like an informational streamer like me. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to inform. Then I like to start the stream straight away by providing some value. So today we talked about compatibility mode being deleted, and we within 15 seconds we talked about it. I'm not completely bashing countdowns, of course. It can be good to give the viewers a few minutes to get in the stream, but I personally just don't use them. I use countdown for very big streams with lots of people. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, everybody has their own personal preferences, but I personally these days I just dive in straight away, especially because they're watching on the VOD, and especially viewers prefer to be entertained instantly, than sit through a timer. Like think about you guys. If you're the viewer, right? Of course you'd rather watch the person playing Fortnite or DJing or whatever than watch a timer countdown for 5 minutes. Like think about it yourself as the viewer, or just again, if you're just chatting like this, of course you'd rather chat with the streamer than sit there and watch the timer. Think about it from the viewer's perspective as well. Again, not completely bashing countdowns. I don't know about any Israeli agencies. Again, I'll show the tips again, but visit this link. This is how to find an agency. So how to find an agency in your country. There's some tips on this page. Go through that page. Again, that's this link. Visit this link, and you can look for tips. So that is definitely one of the ways people might leave the stream. Like if I, as a viewer, if I join somebody's live stream and it says like 7 minutes, am I going to sit there for 7 minutes? Honestly, personally, not all the time. Like, it depends how invested I am. So if you're an established community member, like if I'm a 2-year sub, if I'm Ospec, I don't know if he's still in the chat, then maybe, right? He's been, if I'm Spec, he's been a YouTube member for 3 years. Maybe he'd sit through a 7-minute timer. But if I'm a new viewer and I don't know who you are, I'm honestly probably not going to sit through your 7-minute timer. You know, and your goal should be to obviously retain community members, but also get new viewers. So again, just personally, me as the viewer, right? If I was the viewer, I can't speak on behalf of all viewers, right? But if you are going to have a countdown timer, I would personally do it quickly. But again, whenever we're discussing stuff like this, don't overthink it too much. As I always say, content is king. Create good content, because most people are not watching at the very start of your live stream. Again, unless it's a YouTube VOD. Again, if it is a YouTube VOD, just edit it and cut out the timer, then upload it. A countdown timer is not what's going to decide you getting 1,000 viewers versus 10 viewers, right? It's just not. It's creating good content. Content is king. I've said it a few times already. Are you with Gravitas Q? I'm actually not in any agencies. So the thing for me is I have multiple TikTok accounts, and unfortunately TikTok doesn't like that, right? So it's called a multi-account risk or something like that. So I just haven't applied to any agencies, because I know the TikTok staff would just reject it because they can see that I've got multiple accounts. So yeah, like, even though I tell people, and I do recommend everybody joins a free to join agency, partly to get a stream key, I'm actually not in an agency. And luckily I got stream keys before the agency requirement existed, right? So I was one of the first people to get a stream key, where really back in 2020, they were just randomly giving people stream keys. Thank you, Dawn Shots, by the way. Yeah, you can't get Live Studio on a Mac. So what you want if you're streaming from a Mac, right? If you head on to the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel, you have to scroll down a little bit, right? Or you can type TikTok Live with Harry Mac, right? Here we go, stream from Mac. It's explained in this video. So if you type how to stream on TikTok from your Mac, there's 2 ways to do it. One is to get a stream key, this link, and use OBS. The second is to use Parallels or some other Windows emulator, which basically installs Windows on your Mac. Parallels doesn't work on every single Mac though. But yeah, if you go on TikTok Live with Harry and watch that video, how to stream on TikTok from your Mac, that'll explain it. Let's hydrate again. I'm saying this, Nick, right? Like, if you're already in the agency, then that's fine. I've got access to the tools, the backstage, and I can see that it flags some of my accounts as a multi-account risk. You don't always get rejected for having 2 TikTok accounts, to be clear. The thing is, I've got an account with like 250K. I've got an account with 100K. I've got an account with 5K. And I think they would reject that. I think the goal of the program is to help developing live streamers, not established ones. Oh, how long have I been muted for? I don't think long. I think I just muted to cough, right? I'm curious to hear about that 30-day challenge, Nick. Like, do you have to go live for every day for 30 days or what? I don't know. But yeah, if you're already in the agency, that's fine. Forget about the 2 account thing. I just know they wouldn't accept me. I was muted only when I coughed. Okay, yeah. And the Live Studio gave me a warning saying there was no sound. So that's a nice little feature on Live Studio. So I'm streaming using Streamlabs Talk Studio to almost everywhere except the Live Tutorials TikTok channel, which doesn't have a stream key and won't be able to get one because, again, like I just said, I basically can't join an agency from there. So I use the HyperX Quadcast. It's a fairly cheap mic these days. It's probably like $80 to $100 pounds. And I can just tap to mute easily, right? So when I want to cough, as I just did, I just tap the button to mute and I can cough without annoying you guys. It's a nice little feature on this mic. I'm also using NVIDIA Broadcast. So I don't know if you guys can hear a little bit of echo, kind of NVIDIA broadcast has room echo removal, noise removal, right? So obviously you can do this directly. You can do noise removal directly inside Live Studio and OBS, and you can do echo removal inside OBS. But I'm using Streamlabs Talk Studio, which only has the noise removal. So my microphone is going through NVIDIA Broadcast first to kind of do the echo removal as well. I don't think it's perfect, but it's definitely better than it would sound without the echo removal. You're supposed to earn 200k diamonds. What's 200k diamonds is what, like? Is that $100? That is $100, right? No, it's $1,000. They want you to earn. Well, of course they want you to earn $1,000, right? Because they get a cut of that from TikTok side, right? You'd keep your $1,000, but then they get part of TikTok's cut, right? What are they saying they would kick you out? No, they don't kick people out for not doing that, though, right? So of course they want you to try this challenge, right? But like, it's not really relevant at the end of the day because agencies just don't kick people out. So Frank saying, why did TikTok remove compatibility mode? Frank, if you go on my YouTube channel and rewind, I explained it a little bit, but basically it was being abused. So they said it's coming back in a few months. The AI wasn't scanning the vertical canvas, so people were abusing the vertical canvas. So, for example, streaming live football, streaming live music, streaming mini games, all sorts of copyright violations. And again, it was crazy of TikTok to release it without moderation in the first place, right? The AI should have been scanning the vertical canvas from day one. Just another example of TikTok being poorly organized and understaffed. And unfortunately, some of the staff just not being inept at their job, because there's no way $1 billion company should be releasing a feature that can be abused like that, right? It's just silly. My HyperX Lite gives out. JB Will, does your HyperX Lite, is this thing broken? Is that what you're telling me? Is this broken? I think I've had this for like 2 or 3 years now. I'm happy with my HyperX. You can get a Quadcast, again, HyperX Quadcast, let's be clear. Did I just say HyperX before? I don't know what I said. So this is the Quadcast. I don't know. I don't know what I said. So that's the Quadcast. You can get the Quadcast S, which is the higher tier version. And I don't know how good it is. Which one have you got, JB? One day it just stopped. Well, hopefully mine doesn't do the same. I mean, in general, HyperX are great, right? This is the HyperX Cloud 2. Again, I'm useless with the terminology. Cloud 2 wireless. So again, I like the wireless tech, right? So just nice red. It actually fits this. I'm wearing a 100 Thieves red jumper. It actually kind of fits the 100 Thieves red jumper. Not intentionally, but it does fit. Yeah, it kind of fits. It's a HyperX Cloud 2. It's pretty comfortable. I like how it's wireless. Honestly, I think I gave myself a little bit like about a year ago, I gave myself tinnitus, like ear ringing, but by wearing my headset too much. So I have some Logitech speakers as well. So when I'm doing something like streaming or editing a video, I put the headset on. But typically, I don't have the headset on because I'm pretty sure wearing headphones for too long gave me tinnitus. But luckily, it went away. Ear ringing. Luckily, it went away after about two weeks of like no longer wearing. I was literally wearing headphones for like 10 plus hours a day. I don't. Have you guys ever experienced that? Yeah, use speakers where you can, guys. I think the headsets are great. Like, if I'm gaming, playing Valorant or whatever, of course I'll put the headset on. But if you guys don't need the headset, don't wear it. I think that's what I would say. I need help. How do I get unhacked? What? Yeah, I honestly, I think your account's long gone if it's been 2 years. TikTok support is useless. Absolutely useless. So honestly, good luck, mate. I'll give you one thing you can try. So you type TikTok legal feedback. So type TikTok legal feedback into Google. TikTok legal feedback, report a problem, right? And this is a way you can contact TikTok, right? So they'll at least see the message. But like, usually they'll just send you some useless template reply saying use the app instead. That's the last time I tried it. That's what they said, right? I reported some problem. I can't even remember what I said, but they said use the app instead. Report the problem through the app. because obviously, and I don't blame them, right? Because TikTok's understaffed, poorly organized, so they're probably paying somebody minimum wage. They're paying somebody minimum wage and saying answer 30 queries per hour. So of course that minimum wage person is going to press a template reply button instead of giving you a proper response. And I don't blame them at all, right? Because again, they won't be getting paid much. So of course it's easier for somebody to just press a button to send a template reply and not actually answer your query, because they don't care, right? They're just working. They're just a cog in the machine. I could rant about bad abuse of capitalism. Like, I don't think capitalism in general is bad, right? But like, yeah, I think TikTok's an example of how not to do it. Put it that way. I think capitalism is still the best system. Yeah, that's kind of out of my pay grade, really. But again, I'm not Nick. I'm not an expert on this, right? I like, from my experience, like, again, I'd been wearing headphones for like 10 years straight by that point, right? I'm an old man, right? How old do you guys think I am? I'm an old man, right? So I've been wearing headphones for like years straight, right? For like 10 plus hours a day for like 10 years straight, basically. Maybe not that extreme, right? Because I wasn't wearing it 10 hours a day for 10 years straight, but I was wearing headphones basically every day for 10 years, right? And I think it did cause tinnitus. But I don't have it right now. I've got the headphones in right now. I don't have it, right? Just everything in moderation, right? Literally, you can apply that to anything in life, right? If you do too much of something, it's usually a bad thing. Like, obviously, you can even run too much. Dude, you guys think I'm 50? Do I really look 50? 45? Yeah. Sweaty SYT has got it. I'm 31. Do I need cosmetic surgery? I got one guy who thinks I'm 45 and one guy who thinks I'm 50. 51. I hope you guys are trolling. Headphones must have been comfortable. I mean, again, I've been like a PC for like both gaming and work. I've always used a PC over a console. So yeah, I would usually be wearing headphones, right? And not using TV speakers or something like that. Yeah, maybe I need cosmetic surgery. Right, anyway, guys, we usually do this for about an hour. It's been fun hanging out. So I'll give you guys maybe like 3 or 4 more minutes just to ask any final questions. We're just doing an AMA. You guys can ask me any questions about content, streaming, gaming, life, anything. I don't pretend to be an expert, like I just said, on many topics, right? So I try my best with live streaming. If you ask me something else, then maybe maybe I won't have a clue. Again, let's hydrate one last time. I'm running out of water. I'm in the northeast of England. We're not very good at saying water properly. We miss the T out. We call it water. Right? And I think it's even worse for some Geordies. I don't have a very strong Geordie accent, even though I'm living near Newcastle. But we do say water. Water, as the Americans would say. 51. Yeah, I think DJ wants to be banned for saying that I'm 51 years old. But hey, it is hard to guess people's ages, I guess, Well, I'm not going to ban you, obviously. We're joking, right? But yeah. Give me 20 years and I will be 51. Put it that way. Right, let's do some final shout-outs, guys. You guys can support me on YouTube. Look at the pinned message on YouTube. You guys can support the channel for just 99 cents if you guys want to support the channel and get a Discord role. So that is a channel membership. It should be pinned at the top of every single channel. That will enable you a membership on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel if you guys want to support. I'm not going to share it directly, but I'll show you a screenshot of it because I think it's cool that this happened. Because the website leaks your IP, but I'll show you a screenshot. So Nord put, I'll zoom it out actually. Nord put my face. If you go nordvpn.com/wgmojo, they'll put my face again. So nordvpn.com/wgmojo. This is how you spell wgmojo, right? And if I go back to this one, this so nordvpn.com/this, that's my affiliate link. Oh, thank you to Nord for putting my face on the website. I found that funny. Yeah, thank you, Nord, for doing that. Again, protect your online privacy. access content, access region-locked content. Also interesting if you want to create an account on a social media site in another country, you can use Node for that. nordvpn.com/this/wmojo, all one word. Thank you to Node for being an affiliate partner. And guys, you guys are welcome in my Discord server. So Discord's my favorite social media app. Here's the Discord server. You guys, I literally live in Discord. I'm literally on there every single day. So if you guys ever want to talk about content, gaming, streaming, sports, anything, you guys can join me in my Discord. If I ignored your question, come inside the Discord and ask the question in the Discord, and I'll try my best to answer that, guys. So it's linked in the bio. It's linked in the description and all the different platforms. You guys can join me on Discord over there. And usually I do these streams about once a week, maybe more often, maybe less often. It varies. I don't have a set stream schedule. I just go with the flow. But this has been fun, guys. I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me and supporting the live stream. I'll see you guys in Discord. I'll say goodbye to TikTok first. Goodbye, JB World, and anybody else asking. Take care to TikTok. So that's TikTok. And I'm using Streamlabs Talk Studio for everybody else, including YouTube. So I'll say goodbye to you guys as well on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and elsewhere. Take care, guys. See you in Discord in my bio.